Oh shit. Okay. What's up, people? I am back for another video. Supposed to do this yesterday, but I passed out. Well, partially because how boring the movie was, but just yeah. But today, I am reviewing the Karen movie, and then later tonight we're gonna actually do something good. I'm reviewing Diamonds Are Forever, which is my next entry in the Bond series. I guess before we get into the video, what I got going on this week was so like those two videos, like I just mentioned, this one and then the Diamonds Are Forever. Tomorrow I'll be doing. I'm thinking of doing. Tomorrow I'll do a rant video about the creeper slash pinhead, not as characters, but more like their movies, just because I feel like both are both are wasted franchise, and I want to really go into that. So I'll talk about that tomorrow. Thursday, since John Wick 4 came out, I kind of figured it would make sense to do the movie that is made by the same guy. So I'm gonna do Nobody, which it's not a spinoff, but it basically has Bob Odenkirk. You might know him as Saul from Better Call Saul, but Nobody, which came out like 2021, in my opinion, one of the best movies of that year. So I'll be reviewing that. And then on Friday, we're going to get started on the Hills Have Eyes series. And apparently, the original had sequels. I didn't know that. I only knew of the original, and then I thought it was just to go right into the remake and then the remake sequel. But apparently, there's three technically of the original. So I guess I'll do those too. So, but yeah, we'll get started on the Hills Have Eyes movies on Friday. And then I don't know if I'm going to do anything on the weekend yet. At least right now, until something would come up. But at least as of right now, no. So, but Karen, I remember hearing about this one. I mean, I did a video about it, about the trailer. Originally, wasn't gonna watch it, but I watched. I think it was Mahler. It was Mahler, but then it was also Jay Longbone who did like a not a review. They watched it, but like a condensed version of it. So it's like condensed to like 50 minutes. So it's not even that long. Having watched the whole thing, man, the Karen movie, can't remember if it came out for BET. It was this really cringy trailer, which was about this, racist white woman, which it's supposed to be like, I guess, Joker, her deteriorating, but it makes no sense here. Like, because she just kind of starts off as, like, I guess, I'll say, yeah, racist, but not like, all of a sudden she wants to kill her neighbors. It doesn't make any sense. And her brother's a cop. And so basically, the premise is black family moves in, and this lady doesn't like him. Basically, that's the movie. Like, she has cameras on them, and I'm gonna make this a thumbnail. They literally had Confederate flag soap, guys. I don't like what. And there's the lines, man. You would think it's some like white liberal who wrote this. No, apparently a black guy wrote it. It was a black guy supposedly who wrote this shit, talking about like um there's literally a line. I think I said this in the other video, but I actually got the line wrong. The line is, she says to her husband, I'm not gonna call them by their names. I don't really care to. She calls them. She says like, you are a strong, woke, intelligent black man, or like a version of that, and it's just like. And like, yeah, the way black people talk each other in this movie is like, yeah, brother, Black Lives Matter, just randomly screaming it. Like, this is what they think black people talk like, just on the daily. Like, raise randomly the fucking blackfish. It's like, what the fuck? Who wrote this? So bad, man. I don't. I would love if it was like Mel Brooks, right, who wrote this as a meme, but it's not. But they were taking this shit serious because the actors from this movie was saying like, I'm gonna learn. Basically, did some white guilt shit. That I'm learning my lesson, or what black people go through. Just I the Confederate flag soap is what did it for me. It's like, what the fuck? Like, who is that racist? Like, this is like the Generation Hope skits I used to make fun of, but as a movie. This is 2020, the movie. They even mention like the pandemic or the scamdemic, whatever you want to fucking call it. I call it the scamdemic, but yeah. That's basically the movie. Like they even throw a line about that. I'm like, oh my god, we're mentioning the pandemic. Are you serious? And yeah, like the boyfriend gets arrested later because throughout the film he smokes weed, so the cop plants weed on him. And my god, her cop brother is the most over the top racist ever. Well, obviously, like Generation Note, they can't say the hard R in their video or the movie. So what they do, they just have him say boy a lot and have him say it in the most southern, sound like a fucking straight out of like a fucking slave movie. Yeah, boy. They probably told him talk like that. Anyway, so yeah, someone made this. Someone like actually made this. You would, in an ideal world, this would be like a meme movie. This would be like, yeah, a Mel Brooks parody, and this could be amazing. But it's not because it's taking itself seriously. But anyway, that's been. I think that's enough preamble. We'll get into it now. But yeah, someone actually. If I had to give it a rating, I don't know, like a 1, I guess. Because at least I'll give you at least the movie made me laugh a few times. Probably not intended to. It's supposed to be serious, but probably supposed to be serious, but it's like expect me to take that seriously. This movie starts, and if they just kind of literally, I love the way the movie starts. It's like a Black Lives Matter like on the ground. Karen pours water over it and wipe it off because she's that racist, you know. And I'm like, when she sees the black family move in, and this is the scene where you see the cringy dialogue between the couple, because it's like no one talks like that. And like he calls her like socially aware. It's like not that she's a good person to be with. Oh, she's socially aware, guys. Like, oh my god. So when they get outside, Karen sees her, and I guess it's like her fellow HOA member talks about like how good it's to have diversity, even though I could be wrong, but from the looks of it, she looked Asian. So I'm like, what do you mean? There's already okay. Anyway, she introduces herself to the boyfriend. Whatever. I don't. Nothing really happens. This is the problem with this. It's not like your normal movie where there's stuff happening. It's just kind of just random. Like, that same night, Karen is talking to they make it seem like they're having a thing. At least the way the movie sets it up. But they don't end up, obviously. Karen obviously starts getting more like she starts putting cameras right at them. They find him. There's a scene where dude plays basketball with Karen's son, and I'm not gonna lie, there's a point where he kind of and I get it, maybe that is a basketball thing, but it just looks sus because the dude was like 17. I'm not gonna lie, if someone saw that out of context, I'm just saying. Oh, there's the scene where Karen's at this is the scene that was in the trailers where Karen's at this like restaurant, and I guess she gets a black guy kicked out because they were talking too loud. And then this is where she's talking about like her neighbors to her friend. Just who wrote this shit, dude? Every actor looks like a stock photo actor too. Like they don't look like literally none of them I recognize. I don't think I recognize like any of them. I was like, who are you people? You all just look like stock photos. But what? I guess I'll jump to there's the party. Karen invites herself basically to a party. Oh no, before that, that is where her, because yeah, her boyfriend, I get, or husband, I don't fucking know. Her husband, this is where yeah, Karen asked him to like put like some oil in her car. I don't fucking know. Antifreeze, that's what it was. She put antifreeze in her car. I'm like, what? Why? Then he goes in the bathroom, which I have a feeling in the original script that was supposed to be them hooking up because in this one it makes no sense. Like he goes in, I think he finds like her video room and then finds the bathroom with the fucking Confederate soap. I'm done, dude. They like someone made that. Someone had to have made that as a prop. I'm just how do you make that as a prop and try to make that serious? Like that's why I was saying if this was a Mel Brooks movie, this could work because that could actually work in a fucking parody. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was laughing, but I'm not supposed to be. And at least in this, they're trying to make it like it's. He's like he found a damn like serial killer mask, right? Like that's supposed to be like the reaction, but it's like Confederate soap. Are you? Anyway, he tells her about it, and then yeah, this is where we get the party. Um, and I'm not gonna lie, this party was a meme scene too. This is the scene I was talking about where all the black people are just randomly screaming Black Lives Matter and saying, "Yeah, brother," dude, like talking like what I would. That's why I was thinking a white like leftist wrote this because I'm like, no, no black person just talks like that. We don't just randomly scream Black Lives Matter at a party. And then you got like the chick have like these literal like the Africa continent earrings. I'm like, dude. And I mean, even the dude's house, like the couple's house, it's like they make the like they had to like make it. Let's make it uber black, so, like to counter, I guess, Karen's whiteness. It's ridiculous. So she goes to the party, starts like an argument, gets kicked out, then runs into some. They're doing the whole because you don't know the whole Karen meme, right? It's this woman stopping these young youths. So they did that in the movie, and the face her brother makes, he's just like, so ridiculous, dude. I'm not gonna lie though, the brother's probably the only actual actor though, because he's at least trying. But what else fucking happens? Oh yeah, Karen gets kicked out the HOA, whatever. And I guess that's supposed to be like the start of her dissension. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, she's racist. What does that mean? You gotta kill? Like you want to kill people all of a sudden? Like she wanted to like yeah. It makes there's no like actual like actual descent into madness. Like you know how like because I guess this is supposed to be like like Joker or Falling Down, or I think another good movie like yeah, Falling Down, Shining, or something like that, where you're mentally deteriorating the whole movie. They did not showcase that because all it really just showed me, oh, this lady's just kind of an asshole, and then it just later on, all of a sudden, she wants to kill. But yeah, you have this really cringy scene with fucking Karen and the wife, because the wife because Karen knocked the trash over and her daughter was helping, and Karen saw. He's like, Karen's like, stay away from my kid. And that was some of the worst acting. Anyway, uh, what else? Yeah, her boyfriend gets arrested. Um, Cop planted weed on him, even though. Okay, here's the problem I have, because the cop gets a warrant. If you've watched cop shows, just any cop show, and this isn't being pro cop, this is just being honest. Cops cannot just get warrants like that. Even in goddamn cop shows, that's the one thing I feel like they actually get right. For the most part, is that cops do not just get warrants. You don't, especially if there's no probable cause. What's the probable cause? It's not like that's a drug house. They think it like, they think this is like a drug house or something. It doesn't work that way. They were trying to do the whole like cops, I guess, can just overstep their power, but you literally have to get a warrant, and you can't. Warrants aren't just fucking candy, bro. Anyway, she fucking so yeah, he ends up getting arrested. This is where Karen breaks in the house and tries to kill her. Like there's no like logical reason why she wants to kill her. Yeah, okay, she doesn't like her because she's black. Okay, but now she wants to murder her now. I guess for getting her kicked out the HOA. All right. And then, yeah, I think the idea was the brother was supposed to find her so the brother could shoot her. And then, yeah, the brother's partner is like the one who's like, no, you're an asshole. And yeah, he ends up killing him. While Karen gets killed by the neighbor. This movie, man. I thought it's a memeable movie if you condense it. When you watch it all the way through, it is just kind of boring. Nothing, like, it's just a bunch of nothing for like an hour and a half. The acting is terrible. I'm not even gonna get to the. Oh, dude, one of the worst parts but this is when our brother first got pulled over. They started playing this song, literally just called "Whips and Chains." It's like, oh my god, you're laying it on thick, guys. Literally, song is just literally called "Whips and Chains." That's it. That's like the only fucking lyrics. It's like, what the fuck? Let's just make it like beat it even more in your head that this is about, like. Anyway, uh, ideally, if this was a parody movie, it could work, but this isn't. This is supposed to be like super serious, and anyway, that's really all I can say. So the fact that this exists is just kind of crazy to me. Don't watch this movie unless you just kind of want your soul to die. The Confederate flag soap is a meme, though. I will admit that is like probably the only good thing that came out of this movie was that. Anyway, but it's the most 2020 movie ever made because it is. Like it's 2020 the movie. Like, yeah. Anyway, I'm actually gonna review at least tonight. I'll get to watch something actually good with Diamonds Are Forever, and I think this is Sean Connery's actual last performance. So let's go. So that'll be tonight. So at least we'll be doing something positive. But anyway, I just felt like torturing myself a little bit here today, so that's why I reviewed Karen. But other than that, yeah, guys, I'm gonna take a hit and peace out. As usual, Joe Biden. Talk to y'all later. Diamonds are forever. Peace.